interested in creating wearable art objects that could tell stories about architecture. Hello, my name is Esquivel. I'm the designer behind Esquivel.Jewellery. The brand gives voice to my ambition to merge my creative experiences across architecture, set design, and jewelry. I wanted to create wearable artworks that could be worn by men and women, sustainably crafted and with a strong connection to architecture. Each piece takes inspiration from the forms of famous buildings or the iconic styles of inspirational architects. The design process resembles the process of designing a building in its early stages. I normally start by gathering the building references, I sketch some ideas, and then the design evolves into a 3D model, which helps me to perceive the scale, shape, and ergonomics of the object. This year, I introduced a new prototyping process through 3D printing, reinforcing my symbiotic relationship with the architectural process. This is the stage where I finished crafting the object by hand and test its scale against the human body, in order to make decisions about its size, shape, thicknesses, and others. All of these steps are the core part of a meticulous design process to make sure the design really resonates with the architectural reference, and it also works as a jewelry piece. Once I'm happy about the object, this piece goes through a lost wax process, an ancestral method that actually dates back to the first civilizations. The new 2023 Art Deco collection comes from a personal passion for the beautiful use of geometry and symmetry that is characteristic of this architecture. These new wearable art objects are a result of my interpretation of the visual and textural language from iconic buildings like the Chrysler Building or the Rockefeller Center in New York and the Capitolo or Eden Theatre in Lisbon. The creative process starts with an extensive research on specific buildings, resulting in an interpretation of Art Deco motifs with a strong focus on repetitive geometries in an attempt to achieve unique, classy, but contemporary designs. The experimental prototyping phase aims to combine 3D printing and handcrafting techniques, allowing multiple iterations of the same design, in order to get to the right shape and texture variation, which are then reflected in the final prototype that will be casted in silver. The final product is then crafted by hand, one by professional craftsmen, under fair working conditions in Portugal. The use of precious metals allows us to reuse the material as many times as we wish without it losing its quality, in one of the most traditional examples of circular economy. The connection with architecture is at the core of Esquivel's designs, but ultimately it is also extended to the brand's communication, which will continue to inspire the brand for its unique signature between jewelry and architecture.